Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Laz and Jack.
Thanks, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack, who can't figure out what button he's at.
No audio.
Well, I haven't changed to the open mic yet. This is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to. So now I'm holding down the button until I can get back to Discord and change things.
So you can get that open mic right back up. Yeah, that's what happens when you come sliding in head first.
Well,
right before
I was picking up stuff. I mean, I had to drive to the other side of town to pick up a prescription before I transfer it to other places.
Indeed. Well, welcome, girls. Today is Wednesday, April 11th, 2018, here inside Trinity Avatar. And it's been a big news day since yesterday. All sorts of things happening in and around town.
Nothing that I know of. I have no clue what happened.
No clue? Well, take a look inside the green room there and scroll back just a little bit.
Well, I know you threw someone purchasing some deeds up on there.
Yeah, there's a guy in the market for all sorts of deeds. So
and prices, yeah. So just message that person in the forums. And, yeah. The only problem is I'm almost getting to my limit that I set for myself on what I was going to do.
I thought you were just going to rebuy what you had.
Well, okay, so if I only rebought what I had, that would only be 2 tax-free founder deeds. I would have to go rebuy a keep deed, a founder keep deed, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to get more village and more row lots. Nice, and I haven't put up my request for commission-free vendors yet.
I was going to say, I was waiting for you to get here to go, hey, what about the vendors, man? You know the vendors.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the vendors up there next. So, yeah.
But first and most, we have a new member of the community joining us. New community manager, Kate Buck.
What?
Joining us from Cravian Games. Yes.
Is that Saris as well? Oh wait. Did I meet her at so? Wait.
From Trey.
Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to scroll up, but I'm lost. Where am I scrolling
to? Right there.
Hold on. New community manager. Dude, you know how many tabs I have open?
Doesn't matter. Jeez, the green room.
You know what the
window for crying out loud.
Yeah,
that ain't a tab.
So Katla or Katla? I'm going to go with Katla just because it's Katla. Yeah, so yes.
We'll ask her when she pops on in, and we'll hear it from...
yeah, so Katla is from Uruguay, and she's been working with Travian for 7 years, and she's in love with gaming, particularly MMOs and RPGs. So, yeah, she is a Spanish and Portuguese, so that's like one of my exes. Yeah. Yeah, so... She has 3 cats and 2 dogs. Yep. Yeah. So she is a geek. So certifiable. So that is a good thing. So welcome to the team, Katla, and we hope you enjoy your stay, and we hope you have a lot of fun.
Indeed, absolutely. Of course, I've already extended an invite for her to come join us
and introduce herself.
And she said she'd
consider
lie around at the Fire Lotus Tavern down the street.
Oh, so she actually knows about the Fire Lotus Tavern, which is good because, like...
Well, apparently she's no stranger to the neighborhood, so that's also good to see.
Okay.
In reference to said drink collecting loans in game.
Yeah,
Although
so
maybe we can convince her just to have one right here at the pub across the street to make things easy.
you know what? I'm sure I can find
a
some
lot of people
mugs.
don't realize that we are literally, right out the back door of the pub right here in the upper market. Yeah. Location.
Don't know what you're talking
bank,
about. We've never been there
near
before.
The pub. Yeah.
Yeah.
All I got to do is push us out the door and we just fall on the lawn and we're home,
Yep. Okay, so what am I looking
that
for?
was off the top. Then there was a huge announcement by Starr Long.
No, that wasn't huge at all.
No, that was just a tiny, wee announcement by the Dark Star.
Yeah, let's see. I'm guessing that's going to be... Wait, which one?
It's going to be that one.
Was that the first one or the third one? Hold on.
Well,
the minor... that's the first. It's definitely the first
you
one.
want to go to the minor one, the third one first?
No.
About that. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that good news after they get the bad news.
Okay,
so that's the way I would look at it. But
yeah, so there is a major change related to store credits and to gold crowns.
Bye.
When they first began their crowdfunding campaign, they created store credits to help facilitate the ability for players to purchase and store funds for future spending. They have moved over out of the crowdfunding and early access phase and into commercial sales, they are reviewing and revising several of their monetary policies. One of those that went into effect recently was our legal obligation to charge taxes for specific territories. Another one of those is store credits, which are not compatible with international banking laws for specific territories. Their goal is to provide high quality, fair, and whenever possible, consistent service to all global customers. Therefore, they have made the decision to phase out stored credits worldwide, rather than just removing them in some territories while keeping them in other territories like the US. They don't want anyone to lose the value in the process, so they're going to do an equal value exchange of all store credit and store credit coupons worldwide to gold crowns on Monday, May 7th at 11 a.m.
May 7th.
Whatever the amount of store credits you have as of that time and date, you will get the best and closest exchange rate. For example, if you have $100 in store credit, you will receive 115 crowns. Note, this will affect everyone. Every single person on the world. Now, it's a good thing I've been selling my store credit because you have a few weeks to use that store credit.
As I've had my quandaries, and again, and I've nice run with store credits, of course. I found a way to use them and move.
I use them
out
and abuse them. I mean, it's like
I was gonna say abuse them.
I took my store credits and
for the telethons
during this last telethon, I actually bought some of the stuff while it was on sale, specifically waiting for it to be on sale, and then I used store credits to purchase it.
Indeed.
So yeah, and I mean that was So
the valuation, just I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Thank you.
The gold, the conversion to the gold crowns, and that just means that you get to spend that money in game. I mean,
and then what about everybody on Shroud Marketplace selling store credit?
That's only me.
That's
only me right now.
Yeah, they're gonna just sell crowns.
Well, that's May 7th. That's May 7th. So
you got about a month.
And you know what? You know what's happening on May 6th?
Telethon.
So you know what? Use those store credits on the telethon.
But and May 5th is
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo. That's right, Maddie.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Crap, what is that May date? It can't be this.
Yeah, May 5th, 6th, 7th, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait, 5th is the
Cinco de
Saturday,
Mayo.
so wait, maybe it's May 4th. I'd have to go
Might
check.
be.
I have to go check my my
There's
conversations.
going to be a telethon before this happens. They told us that.
Yeah.
That much we know.
Yeah,
Now,
and I believe
yeah.
it's currently scheduled for like the 4th or something. I don't know. 5/4. Release 53 is 5/4.
another 15 bits.
It is
Thank you.
May the 4th. And Tasty Graph,
May the 4th
it is May the 4th be
you.
with you is the next live stream. I
Now,
know these things because I get to go hang out and
I just
do weird
don't
things.
know if I'm going to be comfortable donating $5 for 4 Kodos for telethons hereafter.
Well,
I don't think,
oh yeah, which means essentially you have to buy something. Yeah.
I'm really not comfortable with that personally. But
Well, you spend that $5 on whatever's on sale for something.
but I don't see. I get the store.
Yeah, I do
Credit.
too. I actually send the store credit to one of my other accounts, so that way they're all gifts to one primary account. So
Exactly.
yeah,
But now, personally, again, I love this shit.
Yeah.
You know? I had a guy who was buying my store credits
thank you.
for in-game gold. So
Yeah.
I would just sell my credits for in-game gold, and that was a wash, man. I got rid of the credits. I got gold in-game. I was a happy camper. I don't think he's going to take Kodos in exchange for gold anymore. You know,
No.
because that inflated Kodo price, man, is ridiculous.
Hey, yeah, that's why in-game Kodos are going for 4,000 plus.
And there's the as a Kodo's worth 3,500.
Yeah, it's worth 3,500 max.
that's what
I
it
mean,
pays.
yeah.
What it pays for on my rent, and that's all I would value it at. I know
No.
the market's going to fluctuate on those, and I'm buying them even cheaper than that, so I shouldn't complain as I'm mouth shut. So
Yep.
shut up, Laz.
Hey, you know what? We have all kinds of fun stuff to talk about there, but yeah. And I love how it's like, if I'm zooming in with the mouse wheel on my computer on a different monitor, it actually zooms in on the game and occasionally highlights weird things.
Yes, well, that happens if you haven't clicked on the other monitor.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yep.
But yeah, all sorts of interesting stuff. So we'll talk about that. I'm curious as to thoughts and concerns from the audience out there. So if you
If you have comments and
have some
you wanna say,
comments,
I mean, we
please,
invite that.
chime on in.
Yeah. No.
And don't forget, NBNN is the only show on the air 5 here in Shroud and the Avatar that invites you, the viewer, to come join us here in Discord, in-game or in chat. Ask those questions and join in the discussion.
I just love
Let
our
us know
Discord
what you
channel
think.
where we have all these people in Discord, and
I love it
they're
every
always
day, you know.
quiet.
And you can see the list over here on the side live on the screen, all the people. And that list runs off the screen because there's just not enough room for everybody in here.
Yeah. I love it when they do
Always
that too.
glad to have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They don't want to listen to 30 seconds later, because if it's live on the screen and they missed it 30 seconds later on the airwaves, you know.
and
SOL.
I think I just I clicked on one of my new messages and had to get back so we could talk about the other good thing. This is something that's going to be good for
something that
a lot of
have been
people
asking for and waiting for. I know, including myself.
Yes.
Nice to finally see this. Of course, it's gonna cost you a wee bit.
Yeah.
But
Pattern
good to
removers
see it.
will cost you a little bit.
Pattern removers.
And the delay is only 5.9 seconds on my stream.
It's like ox to your
And
back.
yeah, and Jogger's finally like, man, I love the
My
follow
goodness.
graphic that you have on your
Gixie.
screen.
Love you, man.
Oh,
And
Gixie needs to share the love. It's like,
he's sharing the love right across the board up there
Okay,
3 times today. Thank
excellent,
you.
excellent. So, pattern removers coming in.
And I don't complain on whether they hit a tip jar or not. We just accept them graciously. over here.
It's trying to get them to tip more, man. Tip more.
Yeah, see, I don't have that problem, Gix.
But you have other problems, and otherwise your
Yeah,
name
I've got
would
all
not
sorts
be
of
technical
problems.
difficulties. Yes, so we do have the pattern removers coming in release 54. They will cost something, but that's to be expected, because once you apply something, you should have to remove it, even though it is cosmetic. These will allow you to remove patterns from items that have patterns applied to them without salvaging the item or using another pattern. The item will then return to the original visual, and consumable patterns will be destroyed in this process. But eternal patterns, those from bundle pledges or add-on store, or add-on gear, remember that there is a difference between the 6-pack of patterns. Those are the ones that would be destroyed versus the ones that say eternal. Those will be recovered. Previously, the only way to recover an applied eternal pattern was to apply another pattern or salvage the gear. So that is a good fix. And pattern removers will be applied at a crafting station, just like the pattern, and can be purchased in the add-on store or from Crown merchants. I expect that there will only be 1 Kodo each. I mean, so 3,500 gold, according to my math and Laz's math.
Yes. Yeah. It's a win-win across the board.
Yes.
At some point, I would like to take. Now, I got. But later on down the line, I'd like to just take that bone armor and make it bone armor again instead of what I've got a pattern as.
Yes. And the people that actually make
not one, but like 100 different people that I look like a Mexican wrestler with the outfit I wear.
You are not that much of a luchador.
Well, not this outfit. This outfit.
Like dressing up as ensalada de frutas again.
Nacho Wezers.
Yeah, that one does look like you are a luchador.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Laz the luchador. Technical difficulties long. Yes.
Yeah. That's the outfit.
Yes. So what kind of bone chest? It's all bone armor that you applied a pattern to. Yes.
Yes.
That is pretty damn funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're only halfway decent.
Yeah, totally
covering
luchador.
for bone
Yeah.
armor.
It is.
And,
You are a
how
luchador.
to play with it. How to make it the royal purple. You know how to use the royal elderberries on it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Now a lot of people
Countach pink and use some Countach pink.
The biggest complaint people will have about the pattern removers being purchased from the add-on store or the in-game Kodos, you can acquire Kodos in the game. You do not have to spend money on those.
Right.
So,
indeed,
Kodos will come as drops, or you can buy them as from other players. It's a rare drop, but they still drop. I have actually received a couple of Kodos as drops. And as little as I hunt, that should say something.
Indeed. I've got a couple, and actually I got one of them sitting here, this white iron crab sitting next to the gold one.
Yeah, I spent mine on an obsidian potion a long time ago. So I don't have it on.
So bad.
And I actually disabled the chat box because someone was messaging me earlier as a direct message that shouldn't ever go up on screen. So.
Ooh, that's not good.
Well, actually, if everybody spams chat, it will actually scroll up enough that I don't have to worry about it. And then I can go back and click on different tabs. But yeah, so we do have lots of
Lily.
things. Yes, Lily has made an appearance. She has decided,
I could hear it.
I'm going to just jump in your lap, even though you have your legs crossed.
Well, Marguerite, I'm glad I can put it on your face any day, sweetie.
Oh yeah. If we can put smiles on people's faces, we're doing our job. And now, for some odd reason, the tail is attacking my.
So did you. That was a pleasure over at the launch party.
It was a pleasure. I mean,
finally, great to meet the person behind the voice that we all love to hear.
And then imagine that. What do you think's happening right now?
Yeah, everybody. It's got to be Shroud.
No. That's Facebook Messenger dings.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying move along because this is you're killing me, Smalls. So
Killing
you're killing me, Smalls. And what was I going to say?
The outfit. Thank you.
Yeah. So we are actually at page 61 of our favorite thing to talk about.
Page 61. I noticed that when I went to refresh today.
Yeah.
61
pages of stand-up notes.
Of updates.
Yes. So, whoa, get back here.
Watch that, Claude.
I know, she's trying to chew on my headphones. The wire. Okay, so it is hump day, which means that we cover the stand-up day, the stand-up corner from the previous day. Don't forget the stand-up corner is where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down, eventually gets posted to the interwebs. And we get to interpret it for you.
That's right.
So we do have, over in the art department, the Elven Lights coming from Bob the Builder. Yes. Now, see, I think the Elven Lights are going to be a captured will-o-wisp inside of a leaf. Yeah.
Hey, look cool.
And a shipwreck.
Who it is?
I don't know what you're talking about. What am I supposed to be looking at something? Is Lord British here?
Yeah,
it is Lord British.
Our leader on
Lord British is
saying hello.
Yes.
Come to join in as we start the stand-up corner.
Yes. Okay. So, also. I think the Elven Lights would actually be really cool if you kind of like trapped a will-o-wisp inside of a plant that had some sort of like very glossy sheen on the inside. So maybe what's that, Venus flytrap kind of thing?
Man-eating.
Yeah, like a Venus flytrap with a will-o-wisp caught in the inside of it. And so you've got a little ball of light and shadows out. I think that would be really cool for some Elven Lights. And then the shipwreck, but that's just me talking crap, so not real. So don't message the developers and say, I heard this is what the Elven Lights are going to look like. That sounds so cool.
Laz and Jack said this is what they were going to be like.
We have no clue. And he's also working on the shipwreck. And it would be really easy. We just have to sit
hanging around this show.
The shipwreck, I've got a great model for that. We just take a picture of Laz's computer room.
There you go.
And boom, done. And then over Damon
Walter.
He's working on the chroma visual effects and Goofy visual effects. I don't know what the Goofy is.
Thank you, Schneider.
And Darkstar Sword and the Icefield Polish. Fletcher. He's working on some dirty armor and merchants and pirates and epic plate polish. I wish the epic plate would actually go back to what it was 2 years ago, where when you took that black dye, you remember that? The black dye on the epic plate.
No, I don't.
You don't remember? That was my favorite look for the epic plate. And then you did the off colors like a red, and it looked like kind of like blood. It looked really cool. But yeah, no. The Ugly Fist, Kevin Wells, working on NPC heads and cloaks.
Heads.
Yeah, well, you gotta love it. You gotta love it when your developers give you head.
I know.
Yes.
Beautiful thing.
Schneider,
Beautiful thing.
awesome.
I'm really waiting
Love you.
to give me mine.
Now, all the bits that don't fall in the cup, you have to redo because, yeah. The Almighty Gix Vargach, the best animator around. The best animator at Portalarium. He's my bae.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
I'll let Justin hear that.
Working on the yoga emotes and the heart attack emote.
He
Now-
is.
Now,
Got this cool emote too. you know?
yeah, well, he really needs to work on the corpse emote, the corpse pose. I try to practice that at least 12 hours a day.
Yeah, he needs to
Yeah.
start watching Fred Sanford and do that exactly.
Yeah, so
Coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming.
yep. Then we also have the almighty Reed Rolo
Read on.
working on equipment decorations and the tea set. Because what's a party without a tea set?
I
Because
tell you
now-
what,
Now I don't have any a teacup, but imagine my little
yeah,
saucer
your
and
teacup, you can imagine. Just make sure the pinky's extended quite well. That's right.
must sip it.
I don't know. This sounds like a Princess Kinga request. But
And it doesn't matter. I think that will be cool because that's going to actually make the almighty Gix Vargach have to animate that tea sipping.
You
Yeah.
better make sure you have that pinky in there.
Yes, with the pinky.
Is this thing on?
No, it's not.
This thing's not on.
Yeah, and bugs.
Bug.
Over in design, Beezus.
The bees.
Working on that Dark Star
Ooh,
equipment
that's not good.
and Rusty Armor and loot updates. Woohoo!
Loot. Loot or loot?
Loot. Seawolf working on East March and map review and Easter eggs.
I want an Easter egg. I want
Oh.
an Easter egg.
Hey, I'll tell you a great Easter egg. What you do is you go to Elad's lighthouse and then you spell Elad backwards.
Ooh, interesting.
And then you go look for the lighthouse and see whether or not it is modeled after something that you may have seen before. I don't know. I don't know. Whereas Damien, not being a nice guy as he works on quests and quest legacy rewards. All those completed quests, imagine that. I'll take that chunk of change.
Yeah, all those completed quests need to shut off in my goddamn
Hey, it's a bug.
compass bar.
Bug report it. Bug report it. Bug report it.
Yeah, I've seen several of those reports out there
Hey,
of
every
completing quests not being done.
every single one of those quests, each different one, submit a bug report for it.
Bug.
Because they're going to have to go through manually each one of those quests and set that flag properly. So if you just say my bug requests or my quests aren't clearing, then bug report it so that way that individual quest, they can make sure that they can get that flag set properly. So please do so. It may seem like a lot of work, but you'll help me out in the long run. Whereas Dan the Man,
Dan the man, bro.
working on challenge dungeon updates and Pinmoir Island puzzles and scene visual effects implementation.
Come on.
Yeah.
Rolls off the
Yeah.
tongue. Very
What is that?
nice.
The Compendium Pain and
Pinwar.
Suffering? What challenge dungeon is he talking about?
That is Chillblane's Compendium of Pain and Suffering.
Chillblade.
That
That's right.
Chillblane was
Now,
one of the
would-
early level
It
builders.
would be really more pain and suffering as in Jack were on the musical.
Absolutely, and we do need to make sure that the developers get that request that the audio for Chillblane's Compendium of Pain and Suffering becomes Lunch with Laz on Jack on repeat. It doesn't
On
matter
an
which is
infinite loop.
on an infinite
That's right.
loop as long as you're in there, and that's where it really becomes the pain and suffering.
Pain and suffering part. That's right.
Oh, you mean they're gonna stick it on the Pirates Talk Like a Pirate Day?
Even better.
Even better, yes. then Sanya working on Tenebrous Harbor quest and the Prospector Dance quest. So don't forget, they're trying to make sure that all those emotes go into different quests, and so they actually have to write those. Lum the Mad.
Lum the Mad.
Working on that conversation backend and quest turn-in support. Sorcerer Steve working on Tenebrous Harbor and map review.
That's what he was complaining about.
What?
Quest turn-in support.
Okay. You know what? Bug report it. Let Lum know, because Lum's the one that actually has to deal with that stuff. Sorcerer Steve working on the Tenebrous Harbor and map review, whereas the Energy Vortex List Rostov working out at Pinmore Island spawning. Yeah, that was actually a text message that time. That was dinner plans.
Dinner plans.
Oh yeah.
You going to Chewy's and you actually gonna buy something tonight?
Hold on. Just for you, I'm going to take a screenshot of this part of the pictures of my text message, and I'll go ahead and post it inside of Discord just for you, and you can find out. You know what? I'll even be nicer. I will blow it up for everybody else.
What, you decided to go to White Castle?
Chewy's. It's Chewy's. You like that? And it's
Chewy's.
So yes.
How did I know that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, old habits die hard, I guess.
You know.
Yeah,
That's my favorite place. I mean, I understand why you like it.
You know what? Chips and salsa, man. Chips and salsa. And queso Monday through Friday, between 4 and 7. So free queso, chips, salsa, some ground beef, some beans, all free.
Free dinner with drinks.
Pretty damn much.
Pretty much. That's right. Yeah.
Where were we at? We were over in tech, weren't we?
You just finished list.
Yeah. We're in tech.
Moving over to little Bobby Thompson.
Now it's time to talk about our Dr. Bobby Thompson.
Dr. Bob, little Bobby Thompson.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He's working on the data center in merchant recycling. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. I need more Diet Dr. Pepper. And now Lily has decided, I'm going to go play around with the papers that Jack has on the floor. Yeah, let's just say they were neatly stacked until she decided to go playing in the middle of them.
Not chewing on that check you just...
I would love to send out some checks that have been freshly nibbled on. Except whenever a cat chews through something, it looks like it's a pinhole. So until you get to the corner, and then it's all mangled. But Eric is working on NPC emote attachments and vendor sitting and picking their... The vendors should also pick their nose whenever they're sitting.
They should be doing all sorts
of they should. Emotes. Yeah, the picking the nose whenever they're idle.
Hey.
Yeah, they definitely need the pick the nose emote and a few others. Maybe occasionally do some stretching. Do some stretching. Yeah. Nah, no dancing, but stretching. Like and it's like crack the neck.
To the left, a little lean to the right.
Eric is working on NPC emote attachments. Then also vendor sitting and NPC follow distance polish. JY working on code reviews and meetings and looking for group tool, which is something that it will be really beneficial and it will make partying up a lot easier. FG. Yeah. Or you could say looking for AFKing in someone else's group. I'm sorry, that's my the Wizard Smoke.
Or should we?
He's working on merchant recycling and conversation updates and LFG and bugs.
Bug.
The Deathbringer, one and only, working on those Chroma updates.
One and only.
Yeah. And then the Burning Toad, build machine updates, and database support. The Rock.
Corey.
Working on data center and web scaling notifications and the Blazon generator fixes and scene map updates.
Yes, he has a post in the map updates I meant to mention. So for those of you who are missing out on your POT maps, those are now auto updating, he said, and a whole slew of new and fixed.
Excellent.
So
he's working really hard on that, and we have to love that it's progressing rapidly, and I would say smoothly, but not always. It's the tango, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. What dance is that? I don't know. Over in studio services, we do have Andrea working on bug forums. Tasty Graph wants to know what I'm having for dinner. It's going to be chips and queso, followed by the Elvis Presley Memorial Combo. That's what I'm going to have. Then
so what is that? A peanut butter and banana?
No.
Bologna sandwiches?
No, it's actually 3 different enchiladas, a taco, and what will probably end up being taken home is 2 of the 3 enchiladas and possibly something else. It normally ends up feeding me for 2-3 days. It's a lot of food. The Attenwood Barrick is working on moderation meetings and live streamers and community meetings and store and web updates. The Attenwood working on sanity testing and sales and quest testing and Jiras and bug reproduction. Because if you can't reproduce a bug, is it really a bug? Or is it...
Well...
Is it kind of like Laz's technical difficulties?
It's the crash bug has been running rampant.
Oh, yeah, that crash bug is out there. Yeah.
There's no rhyme reason to where it's happening. Now, I've just recently made a change. I'll talk about that once we finish the stand-up.
You know what? You're going to find out that it probably didn't work. I would wait a few days before you say, okay, I think I found a solution.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, just 1 day is not enough. You could have restarted your computer, and you know that the ode of all good things, and
they don't
and restart your computer.
Call these for nothing.
Yeah, Windows did an update last night.
Did you restart your computer yet?
Nope.
I think you should do that right now.
Nope.
Why not? You act like you've got a show to do or something.
Yeah, something. And I've already got the Windows update.
Okay.
I already got that. So
Did you want to talk about Serafina and that lovely customer service?
Wonderful customer service. Yeah. I tell you, just every time I've had to deal with Sarah, she's been and she gets things taken care of pronto. So,
I occasionally get some awesome quips from her, so that's good.
And every time I've met her in person, she's just been a sweetheart.
She is awesome. But everybody in the Portalarium is awesome. So
they are.
They are great people, and I'm glad that they've got a great team.
Customer service out of Maddie or List, man, and they just hand you a beer.
Sometimes they even do extra special things for Laz, and they submit his bug reports.
Occasionally.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Where was I at? Robot shipping. I don't know if that's shipping to Lord British or if it's somewhere else. And
Richard, you got a new robot?
Well, I think there's 3 robots in the office right now.
I was gonna say, are we shipping one someplace else?
I don't know.
Find out in a moment.
Yeah.
But
then after that, we do have Useless Overhead, where the Dippy Bird is working on data center and leads meetings and jump options and virtue gear and Jiras. Gorn working on getting into his red Speedo as he works on leads meetings and financials and marketing plans. And someone actually finally went up and looked up Zardoz to see what I was referring to.
Well, haven't we shown them all the pictures?
Yes, we have. but most of them don't know that it is
They
actually
just don't
a
get it,
reference
yeah.
to Gorn's very first video game that he did. So, which is what, 1981, 82, maybe 83.
Way back.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah. So, Hutch working on player houses and map review. Lord British has decided that he wants to enter Jira,
Enter Cheers.
and she's going to like it one way or another. Shh. Be nice. And the leads meeting. NFG Scott working on the dashboard updates and metrics. The Dork Star working on forums and leads meetings, and the weekly update and asset reviews and Jira triage and community meeting. I would love it if someone accidentally referred to Starr as the Dork Star during a telethon. Accidentally.
Accidentally?
Yes.
I wouldn't know anybody who'd happen to be in the room to do that.
Yeah, but do I do a lot of talking while I'm there?
No.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I've got a problem with that.
Yeah, there are so many times that I want to interject and say something that I have to bite my tongue. Yeah, so it's like, hey, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? What about this?
Sometimes you should interject because, like everything else, that you're more likely to get. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, we meant to mention that. Interject.
Yep.
Of course, let's finish this off real quick.
Why would we talk about Stefan?
I don't know, because he's taking care of some marketing and data meetings.
And HR?
HR.
Wait, does Portalarium now have a HR department?
Ooh, that's getting scary.
Ooh, that's good. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. And the leads meeting.
I don't know. I'm fancy around.
Yeah, Lily is taking up shop on top of my clean clothes. I was gonna say,
last I heard, our liege was off in the North Pole, wasn't it? Something like that. I guess he's back, or is he actually in the North Pole just taking?
That would be hilarious if he was in the North Pole just to.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
I had to ask that question.
What is the group that they are a member of? It's something Explorers. It's Young something. And Lord British is like, we do not have an HR department. And you have to remember, Lord British listens through the in-game radio. You can do the same. 12s and 6s around the clock, Monday through Friday. It's on the Radio Free Britannia channel.
Be here 12 o'clock, Monday through Friday.
Yeah, so let's see.
Oh, it was delayed by a week.
Oh, it's delayed by a week. So they're leaving Friday to go to the North Pole. You can find their blog stuff and their website, which is actually a Google site. It's youngexplorer.org.
The Explorers Club. Yeah.
Yes, youngexplorer.org, and you can check up on. I just found it.
Yeah,
via the Google.
I saw that he had posted that the ahead team is going to make the
preps. Yeah,
like good stuff.
And kids 3
Ronan
to 7
is going to be the youngest ever to the pole.
Will Ronan turn 4 before that or after, or is there someone younger than that? So there is the team. Ronan is 3.5, and Kinga British, which is Ronan and Kinga are Lord British's children. So there will be 2 7-year-olds, a 5-year-old, 3.5-year-old Ronan, and Zach, who is 18. So, yeah. And Lord British will be going with him. I believe it's his 2nd or 3rd trip to the North Pole. And
playing chaperone.
Yeah, playing chaperone and leading the expedition. Woohoo! Yeah, so that is going to be there. You can see it. There's some videos out on YouTube that Lord British has tweeted out, where he actually has Kinga going over the scientific gear that they're going to be using. and going through all, and as well as the gear that they're taking out there and what they're going to be exploring and trying to figure out. So I think that's an awesome project, and I wish I was Lord British's child. Lord British, will you please adopt me? I love you. Oh, it's first trip. Lord British's first trip to the North Pole. He's gone to the South Pole twice. So yeah, my apologies there.
Indeed, as I tell you, is again, gotta love just hearing the stories. One of the few people I can just sit there and listen to tell stories. Of course, Scotty, Lord British, those guys. I tell you what, just can regale me any day with stories of lore, travel, all that fun stuff.
Yes, say hello to Santa, Lord British.
There you go. Now, there was what was it there? I was going to ask a question on.
What would you like for a dowry? I will be willing to provide it.
Ikonda says frost giants would be a fun.
Oh yeah. And
I'm frost giant Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer style.
I believe they are kicking off in Svalbard. So. The Golden Compass series, although the rest of the world knows it as His Dark Materials is trilogy introduced me to that Svalbard. Yeah, there definitely needs to be the bears out there. The bears.
Anyway,
yes,
is all sorts of great, interesting stuff. Don't forget today. Get that double XP still going on. Last I heard, people still getting double XP is going to end tonight.
We don't know when. Probably midnight.
It ends today, so I'm going to take the assumption of midnight Central.
Sounds good.
Depending which time we're synced to on the servers. But, you can take advantage for the rest of the day, folks. Of course.
Yep.
Don't forget all sorts of great stuff happening, and we're going to tell you what's going on around the world here in Shroud of the Avatar in a moment. But first, got to tell you about that wonderful NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app, available in the Google Play Store, the Amazon App Store, or the Apple iTunes stores. That's right, all the stores for all your electronic devices. Don't be haters out there who are in one store or the other store and don't have it. Ikonda says it ended today at 10 a.m. Central. Well, Ikonda said about 11:30 a.m. Eastern. I was still hearing people, which is that time, getting experience even after that. So, okay, I guess maybe it has. But anyway, don't be fooled by those one store or the other store apps. We've got you covered across the board. You can check out things like the NBNN Daily Britannia 7 days a week with news from Trinity Avatar and beyond. And you can check out the forums. You can shop the marketplace. You can come into Discord. You can check out help videos and all sorts of other stuff, including the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar community calendar.
That's right.
Now Ikonda's Dark Star posted that it ends today. There was no time associated with that I saw. The original announcement only pointed towards today with no given times on them. So
well, he just linked the post. And he did say 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that is a link to Dark Star's comment. So double XP is over. You missed it.
Okay, well,
I missed it, or I didn't.
I didn't miss it. I got in on some of that.
I got in on some of it. I should have gotten in on more of it, but you know what? I've been busy. But you know what time it is? It is time to talk about that NBNN community calendar. Don't forget, it is hosted on nbnn.info. Click on the calendar button at the top, and you can go to it. And remember that community calendar is an aggregate, a collection of all the available Shroud of the Avatar community calendars that Laz knows about.
That's right.
And
You want to get yours added?
if you want yours added, or if you
We'll
want
get
to
you
add
in.
events to the Shroud community calendar, especially if you have like
Thank you,
one-off
Tom.
events, you need to email that guy. It's news@nbnn.info, and he'll do something with it eventually. When eventually
That's
is, I have no idea.
If you got a one out, you're not going to be throwing a whole bunch of events and you just need them posted. Let me know. We'll get you covered.
And eventually I might read it off. Don't forget,
Eventually.
all times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia time.
Yes. Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. You need to tune in your ether amplifiers to Radio Free Britannia and listen to two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to. At 7 p.m. this evening is going to be the 70s. At 7, at 8 o'clock, be prepared to have your ear holes probed because the doctor is in on Radio Free Britannia.
I don't know if that's happening.
I don't know. I haven't
Or
heard.
doctor, yeah. Doctor.
The doctor might be doctoring today, but it's supposed to be some unmedicated schizophrenia. Part un. At 8 o'clock in-game is Striker Sparhawk's happy hour taking place at some pub somewhere. It's in the forums. Don't know.
Somehow.
Yep, but it is also Laz's favorite event of the week because it's
Right.
also known as...
Spend Sparhawk's gold.
That is right. And the final event...
Sparhawk spends his gold to get you virtually drunk in-game. Don't cost you a penny.
Doesn't cost you a penny. Don't forget also the final event of this Hump Day, April 11th, is going to be
RFB.
on Radio Free Britannia with the Record Room. And that's the community calendar in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Yes. We've got stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't forget, of course, Shroud of the Avatar just released recently here in full release. Free trial going on virtually. You can always come on in and check it out and try before you buy. Not your usual business model that pay up front, and then if you don't like it, you're stuck. Not the game here. If you want to come on in, you can check out the game. You can get around, you can explore things and see if it's for you. If you like it, you buy it. You don't, no harm.
Nope.
At least you got to check it out and come see and make that choice for yourself. Don't read the reviews. The reviewers out there, don't feed the trolls, folks. That's all they are.
Explore
is
for
trolls.
yourself. Make your own
That's right.
determination.
Make an informed decision. Come on in, play with it, check it out. And I tell you what, everybody I've run into, and I'm telling you, I've been running into a lot of new people.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, man, I've been here a couple hours, man. I'm having a great time. How do I do this? And again, a lot of how do I questions.
Well,
a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah, there is
but,
a learning curve, and that's intentional. I mean, it actually forces you to interact with the community to learn some things, but it's not as hardcore as some of the early Ultimas. So that disenfranchises a few people because it's like you're hand holding me. So I need to explore this on my own.
What do you mean?
Versus
I have to go see that guy with
the other people that want everything spoon
before I
fed.
can move on. Yeah.
So this is like
Yeah.
somewhere in between that. So yeah,
Absolutely.
there is a learning curve. It is steep, not as steep as in some games that I've played. So yeah.
And of course, come on into our Discord. Stop on by. You can come on in and chat with us throughout the day and ask questions. We're always here to lend a helpful hand and help out new folks or even old folks who got questions. So, don't forget, we are here. And you are watching NBNN here on nbnn.info on twitch.tv/Synesist or twitch.tv/us and replays on YouTube or on the radio. We thank you for all that and appreciate it. If you want to become a supporter, I just mentioned, and click on the donate tabs, or if you want to become a monthly supporter, you can go to patreon.com and we offer up some digital goods, some physical goods, and of course our unending, undying love and support. And all those of you who help keep us going here on NBNN, we do appreciate it. Of course, the Erie Fund, we should have some. No, I promised that yesterday, but I forgot to pull that up today. Do we have a minute?
I was elsewhere, so I have no clue.
All right. We'll bring you that tomorrow, I promise. Some really great numbers from the Erie Fund.
I really did not get home until 10 o'clock last night.
Last minute here, but again, reminder to ourselves. We give you final numbers and helped lots and lots of people out there in the world. Amazing stuff that's being done there. Why did I get stuck?
And I found the clock tower recipe.
There you go. SodaCon Austin 2018 is in progress. We're planning another great year's worth of events. 2 VIP tours going on this year. So far, and I do have some of those stats in front of me. At least I did before we started.
That reminds me, I need to actually purchase my SodaCon tickets at some
27
point.
total attendees already. 7 VIP tickets out of 20 have been sold. Early bird tickets are gone, so tickets are now $55 and above. And what's that, Spiff?
Go buy one of them VIP tickets, Jack.
No.
Don't need to.
I'm not going to.
Been there, done that. Yeah.
I think as many times as I've gone into Portalarium, the VIP tour, although there is always new information and little anecdotes that Lord British tells, I can almost do the Lord British tour.
He could probably give the tour.
But it's not the same experience because I don't get to answer all the questions. Because also every time he does the tour, someone asks a question about an element of a certain game, and that triggers a response and a story related to said response.
Related to said game.
Yeah,
tickets are on sale now, and that is happening week of October. And I'm just going to pull that up. You can go to SodaConAustin.org, October 11th through the 13th. And, of course, check out the site for information on scheduling, hotels, and all that good stuff. Stay tuned for all that stuff. Hometown Hero for all you vapors out there. I tell you what, I got a deal for you. If you want to support some local art, support some local folks over there in Austin, check out Hometown Hero, hometownhero.com for your vaping needs. And of course, the promo code NBNN saves you 20% off your purchases at Hometown Hero. Coil more wand, putting the magic in your hands. If you're looking for custom wands or staves, check out Area's Coilmore. Scrota's Music Service, looking for a bard to play you some buffs or entertain you? Scrota's the guy for you. The Britannian Mining Company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove. Located in the Quell region near the town of Exeter, conveniently located near the Exeter and Elysium mines, Black Rock Cove is your destination for mining and goods. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shroud Avatar swag. If you want to save a little money when you check out getting all that cool swag again, use the promo code NBNN. You'll save 10% off your purchase at RelicsByRill.com when you check out just for mentioning us. I'll tell you what, guys, what more can you ask? We entertain you, we give you discounts on products. Of course, no show would be complete without telling you about the marketplace where you too can become your own boss, sell your goods, buy goods, and get all sorts of great stuff.
Right.
Marketplace.com.
ShroudMarketplace.com.
Dependable.
That's right. If you want to start selling your stuff on Shroud Marketplace, you do need to register an account and then click on vendor registration on the left-hand side. Add your PayPal address, name your store, those kinds of things. And then in order to add items, you just, on the right-hand side, it's like vendor products and then create new product. And then you can start putting in there, get the screenshot, write a little description, name your price, and then boom, it's there. And so you end up with stuff loaded quickly, and you don't have to worry about things. And whenever you make a purchase or a sale on Shroud Marketplace, that money goes to you. The commission takes a little cut. PayPal takes a little cut. And then from there, it's like you've got your money. It's just a matter of taking your inventory and
making the delivery.
Making the delivery. In-game trade or use the mail system.
Even I can do it.
Even Laz can
I
do
will
it.
Mail you a house.
That's right. Anything and everything Shroud related can be bought or sold on Shroud Marketplace as long as it is not a bannable offense. So I have sold lots of stuff on Shroud Marketplace.
Selling all sorts of great stuff.
I've got store credit up for sale on Shroud Marketplace. You know, teleport, recall scrolls,
store credit,
game gold, Crowns of the Obsidian,
services.
Yeah, Crowns of the Obsidian, accounts,
and much more. That's right.
Anything and everything. Shroud Marketplace, over 100 registered vendors right now. You need to get your stuff up there. You need to start selling your things. And you know what? You need to start buying them too. Anything and everything. I love the services though at Shroud Marketplace.
Say goodbye.
Yeah, yep, that is right.
I know, I hate when this happens. And of course, it happens every day we get to this point. And of course, we run overtime.
It's time to thank the most important people out there. That's you guys out watching out Twitch, YouTube, or listening on Radio Free Britannia. We love some of you a little bit more than others. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Yeah, and it's time for us to get out of here.
So stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings. The latest hijinks and shenanigans right here inside Owl. Till tomorrow, folks, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NDNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, Lord British. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, when does that double XP end?
10:30 a.m.
10 o'clock.
It's already over.